Another great example of what they are doing has been the Women in League round. Great supporters of encouraging young women to be able to take on sporting challenges, to be able to take on the world. And I tell you what, in this region alone, it is worth every cent that they've been putting in. So we've taken care of the blokes, now the ladies.
Just me, or is there something very special about seeing kids in regional Australia mucking around with a footy? It means community, it means mateship, it means old-fashioned loyalty. And a healthy dose of exercise thrown in for good measure. But now it's not just something for the boys, everyone can get in on the game. The Harvey Norman Women in League round is now in its 14th year. Most of the girls running around here weren't even alive when the initiative first kicked off, which means they've never known another time. And it means they get to reap the rewards. 147% jump in female rugby league participation in just the past 5 years. The Albury Juniors are no exception. 2020 saw the highest number of registrations for boys and girls on record. And it's only going to get bigger from here. Albury is the only town in the regional league tag comp that can't travel because of COVID, but the organisers adapted.
It's important that the kids still get a game, so just organise a series of in-town games against each other, particularly to keep the girls growing, which has been a big part of the club in the last few years. And the kids loved it. The kids had a ball playing against each other. It's been a good year considering the situation that people are in everyday life.
So with a bit of recalibration and replanning, keeping our girls in the game remained a central focus, and it was a focus that came to fruition.
The thing is that we just couldn't give up on the kids, particularly the girls, is just keep giving them games, make sure that next year, when hopefully life returns to normal, that they want to come back and play. And Women League is huge. Like in the Riverina, you go back 13, 14 years ago when league tags sort of first started in the region with a good group of volunteers and Country Rugby League sort of helping with the growth. And from there, now we have women's tackle events in the area. We've got strong growth in league tag. We've got huge growth in school competitions. Women League is just sort of basically really taken off, particularly in the last 5 or 6 years in the Riverina. I think it's such a good thing that Rugby League's done to embrace the female version of the game. Participation in the female version of the game on the borders, is really in a good place at the moment.
And as for the girls, they're loving every minute of it.
I love it. It's the best sport ever. Just rugby league in general, I just love it. Yeah. Just getting rough and being in a team as well with all the girls, and I know because league tag isn't much of a popular sport, it's just kind of different and it's very fun.
I love how there's so many different opportunities during the game and all the girls get along good. It's just a fun sport.
I like league tag because it's like a team sport and everyone's committed, and it's good that we all get to work together, as well as when someone makes a break or a try, they're all just cheering them on, and we also support the other teams.
What Harvey Norman's Women in League wants is to keep these girls in the game, and so do I, because without doubt, one of these girls one day will cross a try in a grand final, play in a state of origin, and be a hero to the next generation of little girls who want to play footy.
Especially with the women's being live on TV, and you can actually watch a woman playing rugby league, not just men. So that just inspires a young girl to think, oh well, it's not just all about men, that women can do it too.
You can see them and, hey, they did this. Certainly gives people the incentive to continue in a sport that they really love, and there's a pathway there now too. Before it was, you weren't sure how to get involved or where to go, but at least there are pathways being created for female players.
Last year we had one player who started in our rep team and she made it all the way into the women's NRLW, so that's a massive story that someone from out in the country area can play at NRL level in one season. She had another girl that played State of Origin. Hopefully we have young girls now that come into the game that can see one day they can be in Albury 1 minute and they can be playing in the NRLW the next minute. It's such a good story for the sport.
God love the good people of Harvey Norman. We very much appreciate what they do with both this Women in League and also with the boys. Very good idea.